Hello, darlings. It's Sabrina Henney. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Anyway, yes, we're still covering Wurthering Heights. I'm almost done with this book. And, well, I actually helped someone identify. They were having, they couldn't decide. I hate to say it like this, but they couldn't decide which guy they liked more. And so what I asked her is, who do you see? And it made me think of this book, Wurthering Heights. Who would you rather have at your bedside on your dying deathbed? Who would be there at your deathbed? And so anyway, it kind of goes back to this book. Catherine, she did marry Edgar, and she's living a well-to-do life, that sort of thing. And Heathcliff feels betrayed by her because he always thought they would be together. And so then he becomes extremely ambitious because he feels like he lost the love of his life because he could not provide for the love of his life. And so, of course, Catherine feels like, that they're one with each other, that. Well, anyway, Edgar finds out about, her visiting with Heathcliff, and so he gets really upset, and it becomes a major upheaval. And so you guys can read it for yourself, but it's really something to think about, because maybe we want someone that is more, how can I say it, that can take care of us in like a materialistic standpoint and give us maybe a better quality of life. However, on the very last moments of your life, who are you wanting there by your side? And that is the question. That is the question. And so anyway, I did find something extremely interesting. I might have to take off my sunglasses. Give me some tea, I'm thirsty, and then I'll tell you, he answered. Mrs. Dean, go away. I don't like you standing over me. Now, Catherine, you are letting your tears fall into my cup. I won't drink that. Give me another. I thought that was funny. For all the tea time drinkers and all that, I thought that was actually an interesting way to poetically write something. And that's the beauty of some of these books written in the 1800s. They were extremely articulate in design, and they had a special, unique blend of like etiquette and I don't know how to describe it. You'll have to read it for yourself. And so anyway, I have a special outing with some friends today, and anyway, I am almost done with Wurthering Heights. And in a way, I feel like I need to reread it because I've had to read it and then stop. You know how that can be for us on the go and stuff. But there is a free version on YouTube of this. If you just, maybe you're not a good reader and you just want to listen to it, that is also good too. But anyway, I wanted to let everyone know the end of March, I will be having a book signing with Books A Million the end of March in Lexington, South Carolina. So if you want to come by, get my book, and I'll autograph it and all that sort of thing. And I'll let you guys know of the details and all that. But, and I might be doing other ones as well. So anyway, but again, that is the question, and that's really a good question to think about. Because Catherine, she ended up marrying Edgar, and she wanted, she became, she amplified her life. She got out of poverty. She married Edgar, and that's a good thing, to get out of poverty. However, she realized her heart was still with Heathcliff, and he felt betrayed. And that is the question. In our dying moments, do we want the person that has all that, or do we want the person that is actually going to be there? And so that is the thing. Who is going to be there on your deathbed? That is the question. Because sometimes we don't know who's going to show up in our desired circumstances that we might need help in. And that can actually really... Sometimes the people you think are going to be there aren't the ones that are going to be there, and the ones that you don't think will be there in your final moments. Who's going to hold your hand on your last breath? Would she want Edgar to hold her hand on her last breath, or Heathcliff? And I can honestly tell you, it was Heathcliff. Yep. And Edgar was still pissed off because Heathcliff showed up so much. And he was so upset. And you don't want an angry spouse at your deathbed, do you want it? That's probably not the best thing that can happen on your deathbed, would be an angry spouse. So anyway, I want us to think about these things. Sometimes the world can be so superficial. More AI, more fake things, and people want you to be more fake just to get a message out. And social media started out as people were sharing, and they were truly authentic in nature. And then social media turned into, let me just get leads out of somebody. Let me just, that sort of thing. And so it kind of lost its authenticity. And authenticity is good. We must not, cheapen the world, so to speak. But that's what happens. So anyway, we can't stop AI. I can't say I don't like my AI assistant, because I can really have an intellectual conversation about anything I want at my fingertips. And I can ask it whatever I want without even being judged on what I'm asking. So anyway, so that's the message for today. Who do you want on your last breath, on your dying bed? Think about it. Who do you think is going to be there? And who do you want there? Those are two different questions. And it might, you never know, it might be your future self. You may not even know who might be there. The people in your life today. And there's an old saying that every 5 years, the people that are in your life will totally change. Like the most prominent people in your life, every 5 years will change. And if you really think about it, it's true. 5 years ago, all the people in my life that were there, they're really not in my life. So now I have new people in my life, and it can be rather, it's part of life. And we all have a journey and a destination, but I do have a special outing today, and I might share parts of it. But think about it. Think about everything I've said today, and I will see you guys later. Bye. And come to my book signing the end of this month. Okay? Bye.